It's time for some bold predictions here on the program. We did this back in the spring, and you gentlemen had a lot of success at this, so it really triggered my memory to say, well, let's see if they can kind of take another swing at it here in the fall. So, Eric, if you've prepared a good bold prediction for us, I would love to hear it.
Here's my prediction, and believe me, I looked at this long and hard, but in Section 3, I think Garden Spot is going to win the section, but the effort amounts are going to make the district playoffs.
And I was leaning towards that effort one too, but then Tim kind of tipped it off. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to go a little bit bigger than that. But I do really think every year, I mean, I do kind of feel silly because every year I say, well, this is the year that effort is getting into districts. But again.
Well, and if I could just say one other thing too,
yeah.
It's a shame that, I couldn't look at soccer and field hockey, because unfortunately there's just not enough information out there yet that I can read up on it and maybe make a bold prediction on a different sport. But I got to go off of the ones that I see on a regular basis.
Yeah, I'm all good with it.
So no disrespect, no disrespect to the other sports.
I'm happy that you can stick to football there and give us your opinion on that. Tim, do you have a bold prediction here for the fall?
So I'm not picking a section champ or anything like that, but I will say this. After week 10, Mannheim Central, their average offensive output per game will average 41 points. I think this is a juggernaut. I think this is a team that will score a lot. This is a team that has shown that they will play their starters deep into the third quarter. And if the defense, I think, is going to be there, going to be solid, but I don't know too many teams that are going to be able to slow down this Mannheim Central offense. So I'm going to set the bar high, 41 points they'll average at least through the first 10 games.
I would have to say, if you put one and the other together, if they're doing that, they're probably winning the Section 2 title. So, I mean, it is, you can kind of steer the car down that path there, but that's a lot of points. I mean, 40 plus points a game is, I mean, the other team has to have an offense that can even compete with that, honestly, when you break it down like that. So since you guys are taking some really good angles here, I think my bold prediction is going to be, for all the section champs, they're going to be a representative from the original LL League. So sections 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will shut out the Berks teams this year. They will all be LL teams from before the merger, which obviously puts a tough one in Section 4 because someone's got to knock off Wyomissing, and there's only one team in my back of my mind that can do that. But, boy, that would be something fierce if I think Hempfield in Section 1 has a really good chance to be dominant. I think Mannheim in Section 2, Garden Spot and Ephrata in Section 3. I think Cocalico's probably the only LL team with a shot to do it in 4. And in 5, I'm putting my betting on, not literally but figuratively, on Lancaster Catholic or Annville Cleona for Section champs. And, boy, that's a big swing.
Wow.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Boy, that's a bold prediction, Chad. And I tell you what, that would be great to see. That would be awesome to see. I thought you were going to say that Warwick is going to win the section title, and Garden Spot, Cocalico, or they would share it or something. Ephrata. That'd be a really bold prediction. But boy, Chad, that's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
That's walking the plank.
I don't know where it came to me like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I could take a swing at this. The Wyomissing in Section 4 is going to be the toughest, just because they're so good. But I think that Cocalico or LS could take a really good shot at them. The game is in Cocalico, so again, that does help out the Eagles. Schuylkill Valley in Section 5 is really good, but Lancaster Catholic won it last year, so they're going to be decent. And Annville, I just always like what Annville can do. We'll see. It'll be a lot of fun. And there were so many LL Berks teams that made the playoffs last year, so that shows you how good all of the teams were when the merger went together. They really stuck it to the District 3. I think there was an LL Berks representative in every single district championship except for single A last year. So that should show you how strong this merger has been for both sides. So